Very excited to share with you guys my updated makeup routine. I've been getting a lot of requests to do an updated version because I think the last one I did was exactly a year ago, like last fall. So I'm excited to share with you guys my new favorite products that I've been reaching for. I feel like I don't have crazy techniques to be like teaching you guys, but something that I am very excited to share are the very specific products that I use. Also, makeup for everyday is more of like how precisely and strategically you use the makeup products to make it look good on your face, more than like the crazy techniques or the crazy creative looks that you put on your face to make yourself look good and to feel confident. So let's just get into it because you guys will understand what I mean by all of this. I mixed like 3 different products to make the perfect base, and this might seem extra, but it works so well for me that I've been loving it. First, I pick a primer to mix into my base that's supposed to be smoothing, moisturizing, and just overall making sure my makeup lasts longer. These two are my favorite. This Refi, I love this actually when I just use it by itself because it's a roller and you can massage your face with it, but when I mix it into my base, I squeeze it out and mix it with the products. And then this is another favorite of mine. It's from Numbers In, and it's their Velvet Beauty Cream. I'm gonna go with this just because it's easier to squeeze out. So I do like that amount. Next, I have to make sure I have SPF in my base. For this, I purposely choose something that's more on the dry side because the other two are moisturizing anyway, so it's good to have something a little bit more like powdery. I'm gonna use this today. It's from Clio, and this is actually supposed to be sebum controlling and has SPF 50. Once I mix this into my base, I don't even have to wear powder, which is crazy for me because I always have to wear powder, but with this, my makeup already feels set. And then very lastly, I add in a foundation. If I want more coverage, I would do this one or the Kosas foundation. If I want like everyday coverage, I use this YSL. Rub it into my skin with my finger as much as possible, and then I go on with a foundation brush from Rare Beauty to tap everything in. Next, we're gonna do concealer. These two are my favorites. If you have more of an oily skin, this concealer is amazing, and even with dry skin it works. It's more of a full coverage concealer. It feels very liquidy and it goes on your face like super thinly. Like it feels like you're using a spatula almost to like lay that liquid gold on your skin, and you blend it out. It blends out flawlessly, has so much coverage, buildable coverage, and because it's so thin, you can like really layer it on to cover up whatever you want. But for everyday, I've been reaching for this one. This, like the Clicky Pen Highlight Concealer, has a lot more coverage than you would think, and I like that with the brush. I can like spread the product around and make sure it's perfectly spread out before I blend it out, and every time I click, it really distributes like the perfect amount of product in my opinion. So I just do under my eyes in a triangle shape and around my mouth to cover up that darkness, and I usually just use my finger to blend this out. It's already been a month since I cut my hair pretty short. I've never had hair this length. Even though it might not look that short to you guys, it's a big deal for me because I always have pretty long hair, but I'm kind of regretting cutting my hair at this length. Not because I think I cut it too short, but because I think I didn't cut it short enough. While I was going for the short look, I feel like I should have gone like full shoulder length, but now it's sitting kind of awkwardly at this length. But another struggle of a short hair is that you constantly have to cut it to keep it at a length that you like, and I'm not used to that because I only used to go in to get a haircut like once a year just to like cut off the dead ends when I had long hair. So I'm not sure what I'll be doing with this length of hair. I either go in every like 2 months to get it cut so it stays around the same length, or I guess I just kind of let it grow until I want to cut it again. I love this contour stick from Fenty, mainly because it's so easy just to place it exactly where I want, and you know, it's convenient. But the color that I have is an amber, and I really like it because it's a cool tone shade. It creates like the perfect shade on your face, but sometimes if I overdo it, it looks smutty on my face. So other alternatives to that I've been liking is this product from Patrick Ta. It's in the shade She's Sculpted. I feel like this is more of a neutral contour color. And then I have this bronzer slash contour product from Chanel that's more on the warm tone. I think I'm gonna use this Chanel product today and show you guys how I contour. I'm just gonna go on with my finger and place the contour exactly where I want, and this is pretty important. I used to put contour right here where you can see like my natural cheekbones go in, but I place it like an inch above now, and I go follow the cheekbones and then like a little round moment right here to highlight my cheekbones even more. So I do like a little C right there, and then like a little scoop moment right here, and then I put it right here and right here. And then I use the same foundation brush to very gently tap this all into my face. It's very important to like not move it around because we specifically and strategically place the contour, so we don't want to mess that placement up. We just tap it in. For nose contour, I'm still gonna use the contour stick because for nose, I really like my contour products to be strictly very cool toned. I do 2 lines right there, like a little V on the tip of my nose, and then 2 lines right there, and then like a little bit of a cutoff right there, and then I do some right there, right there. Sometimes I'll do some on my eyes. I blend it with my fingers for precision, and again, I like to tap it as much as possible. Our face is looking more snatched and more 3D, and what we're missing right now is the color. So we're gonna put color back into our face. I'm gonna use this one from YSL Beauty. It's a red tone cheek color, and I'm gonna put it right here, so like another inch above where I put the contour. The red might look a little bit intimidating, but it's the shade that makes you look like you're just blushing within. And I think it's the perfect color if you want that natural look. I want to do like an iPhone clip just so that you guys can see what the colors look like. I'm gonna use some powder to set underneath my eyes and around my mouth. This Chanel powder I got on a whim without doing much research on it, but I actually really like it. It's in the shade 3. It's perfect for my skin tone and it's been lasting me so long. Provides like the perfect velvety look on top of my makeup and holds them together. And I bought this triangle puff separately on Amazon, so it fits perfectly underneath my eyes. And I usually just do a light layer underneath my eyes, just like around my nose, on my eyebrows, and then I'll kind of do this action underneath my contour to snatch that up. And I tap all the powder off, making sure I don't have excess powder on my face because that's what gives you like the white flashback in photos, and I don't want that. I'm gonna brush up my brows before I do them. For eyebrows, I just try to keep it as natural as possible without having any like patchy spots. Always working in small strokes. If you guys didn't know, I have a second channel on YouTube. It's called Minding My Own Biz. And if you follow me on Instagram as well, you guys know that I'm pretty active on my Minding My Own Biz Instagram account. It's kind of like my brain dump account. Like on Instagram, I'll just post whatever songs I'm listening to at the moment, whatever thoughts that I have in the moment that I want to share with you guys, any fashion inspo. On YouTube, I've been posting a lot of playlists, and then I started a new series where I just talk to the camera for like 20-30 minutes. It's kind of like a podcast, but not really. It's like an honest sit-down video where I can come on anytime with no pressure and just chat with you guys. And also, a lot of the times, even though I still do chat in my vlogs a lot and I share a lot of my thoughts, I have to think about the fact that I have to translate every single word that I speak to in my main channel, and that can be a lot of pressure on me. But certain topics, I just want to speak it out into existence in a video and then have that video go up in like 2 hours while the thoughts are very fresh in my mind, and then have people watch it when it's so real and the emotions are also so real. And when the factor of having to translate my video goes into that, it slows down the process, and then a lot of the times the video won't even make it out. So although it doesn't have the translated captions in those videos, I think it will still be a fun listen for you guys to practice English, to pick up English, and just have something to listen to and to connect with me. And if English is your first language anyways, it's just an extra video that you guys can have once in a while. It feels like yesterday when I filmed that 21 things I learned at 21, and probably because I kind of made that video like months after I actually turned 21, but I'm now 22. Today is my birthday and I'm filming this on my birthday, and I'm trying to like brainstorm another 22 things that I learned after a year, because maybe that's something that I want to do on my Minding My Own Biz YouTube channel, or maybe I'll just do a video talking about birthdays and what it means to me, because birthdays for like most of us triggers so many different types of emotions, and as much as we want to love our birthdays, we don't really, but then we do. So I'd love to actually talk about that. Maybe I'll film that after this. Honestly, my eyelashes are one of my biggest insecurities, just because they're so short and stubborn. They just grow different ways that it's really hard for me to make them look good even with mascara. And my eyelashes used to be pretty decent with the help of eyelash serums, but I think what messed them up were eyelash perms. Like, I truly think that you should just keep your eyelashes like bare. Lash extensions usually rip your eyelashes out. Lash perms I thought were okay, but if you don't get them regularly, like every 2 weeks, they mess with the way that they grow. Now I have some that are like half curled, half straight, some growing like sideways. They're crazy and I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I should get another round of eyelash perms, but they're pretty expensive and they add up. And I try to keep my maintenance costs pretty low. We're getting to the good part. This is one product that I cannot live without. I have like 2 of these saved in my makeup drawer because I don't want to imagine running out of these. These are EYESHADOW pencils from Colorgram. I randomly picked this up at Olivia when I was in Korea like 2 years ago, and I'm so happy that I did that, because look how natural it is, and it opens up your eyes so much. It makes your eyes look like a cartoon eyes. The shade 3, the highlight shade, matches my skin tone pretty well, so it looks very natural and it's all matte. My friend, after asking me what I have, got this pencil, but she accidentally got it in like more of a shimmery glitter version, and I was like, no, like you have to get the 3 because I love this because it's matte. Like, I've used other EYESHADOW pencils and they're great too, but sometimes I just want to have a matte highlight, and I use this for different purposes too. Like, sometimes I use this color to like contour or do like a very natural eyeliner when I don't want to look like I'm wearing eyeliner. Just like lift my eyes up a little bit like that. I barely use eyeshadows anymore, but if I do, I'll just take like whatever bronzer I'm using for the day and put it on my eyes, like just to add a little bit of depth. But that's pretty much it, and then I'll just take some leftover and put it under. I take the bronzer and keep it very like up here in this triangle, like almost like adding some warmth to my blush. We're gonna take a fluffy brush and this new eyeshadow palette that I got from Kosas. I'm gonna take this shade. It's like a very cool tone brown, almost gray. We're gonna go over the nose contour and just follow the exact same thing we did with the contour stick. 2 lines here under the nose, break it off, two lines here. Maybe blend it up a little bit. That's it. Maybe some here, right here. I'm gonna use this highlight shade right here with this pencil brush. And we're gonna highlight the nose. Not sure if you guys saw that, but it's a pretty opaque, like cream color. That, and also some right here. What else do I do with my makeup? I really love this highlight shade in this multi-face palette. It's like a champagne pink shimmer color. And I like to put that in my inner corner. Blend it out a little bit. And then using the fluffy side, I also love putting it like right here. I clean up my brows a little bit. More of this blush right here. Sometimes I'll do liquid liners, sometimes I'll just use the EYESHADOW pencil to kind of like contour that cat line to my eye, and that's pretty much it. But for the sake of this video, I will show you guys my eyeliner. I only do it in my inner corner, skip the lash line, and I do a very like straight line out this way. It's not a cat eye, it's not a downward, it's a straight line, and then I connect it back with my lash line on the top. Now we're at the good part. I don't have just like one lip product that I use all the time. I actually have a bunch, so I brought literally every single one of them to share with you guys. But first, we're gonna line our lips with this lip liner. This is probably my favorite one, and this is definitely famous for a reason. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I follow the natural shape of my lips, and then I go a little bit over at the bottom here, like that, and then a little bit over at my Cupid's bow. I have Dear Dahlia's Blooming Edition Lip Paradise Color Balm in Lauren and Giselle. This is like mute neutral pink that I love, almost like brown pink, and then this is more of like a coral pink. I love them because they have a good amount of color and then a gloss on top, so it makes my lips look more plump. Good for every day, good for like no makeup days even. These two are very similar products. They're glossy lipstick and they're like similar in color as well. Again, they're like a neutral pink, brownish pink color. I have this tinted lip balm as well from Chanel. That's the same deal with the first product I showed you. I also really like the matching lipstick to the lip liner. And then we also have this Merit lipstick. This is a little bit more on the cool tone side, but I still really love how this looks. Also has a bit of a glossy finish. But today I'm gonna use the Emily Heath in color As If. I think every time I wear this, people ask me what I'm wearing. That is it for the makeup look. It is pretty simple, pretty easy, but I absolutely love every single product that I used. Like, these are products that I'll be purchasing over and over again. I'll probably use it for a lifetime until I find something even better. If I do, I will do another one of these next year, probably. The process took a little bit longer today because I'm talking through it, but usually this takes me maximum 13 minutes. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. It's always a pleasure to share all my favorite products with you guys, and I will see you in my next video, and make sure to check out my other channel if you're curious. Bye!